Moving on to Class B, it was Maritime Charter and Albion in a much closer game than a lot of people thought. Albion was very tough defensively, hard hitting, and I don't think Maritime was ready for that, but they did pull it out. They did win. Excellent game for them. Addison Copeland returned a punt early to kind of set the tone, but Albion battled back, and it was a close game for much of that first half and into the third quarter especially.
Well, Adam Crenny's done an excellent job that's taken over as head coach. He's got those kids ready to play. They're physical. Brilliance Johnson, and then Brilliance Johnson has got to be the name of the season as far
He had
as
a good game too
in football, and he's an outstanding player. But when you take a look at Cody Wilson, who's 6'7", 265 pounds, that's one of the reasons why they kept the game close. But West New York Maritime, they've got so many power players that just can score on special teams or offensively and defensively, and they're going to be a tough out. And I just think that you got to give the edge to the Falcons.
Yep. Maritime had a very good season. Only the one loss to Canisius, but they are undefeated. If you take that game away, they're going to be playing Livonia out of Section 5. Now, that game is going to take place on Saturday at 12 noon, and that is, of course, available on our Mixler.com/WNY Athletics site. That game, again, kicks off. It's the Class C Far Western Regional game, and it'll be heard on Mixler Saturday at 12 noon. Congratulations to Ty Parker for their first win at New Era Field, and they got there in 2 seasons, so they're obviously onto something pretty good there. And Addison Copeland is a guy you want to definitely keep your eye on. Livonia features a kid named Jack Kearney, their quarterback. Doesn't throw a lot of passes, but he can throw and he can run, which I think you see a lot of that dual quarterback threats throughout New York State and really throughout high school football. A lot of them can do both. There's also another guy, Alex Minahan. Just a few weeks ago, he had 238 yards and 5 touchdowns in a game. So he's another guy that you have to be aware of if you're Maritime. Alex Minahan is the guy you're going to want to key in on if you're Maritime's defense.
And Livonia hasn't been there since 1993, and so this is going to be new to them and sometimes something new. But also, when you're taking into consideration how well the team from Section 6 is playing, and the players with Copeland, Swen, I mean, they can just dominate. And I think going in, I think 4 of the 5 teams from Section 6 have the ability and talent to move on to the state semis.
I agree.